Inside the Show with
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Johnny Damon has gone hitless so far in this one, but he's got another opportunity here to extend his 10-game hitting streak. Now a ground ball to the right side and through into right field, a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
The 1-2. Bounce it to the left side. He's right there. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Next up for the Astros, Johnny Damon, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
The 1-1 home is a sharp slider taken low for a ball. And Damon watches one that misses for a ball. 3-1.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
3-2 now. 3-2 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Didn't look to meet it. And tonight's final 7-3. Chicago took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Johnny Damon bats here with an 11-game hitting streak on the line. No hits yet, so a bit of pressure on him in this at-bat. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as this. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Reggie Jackson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Damon racing back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Into the box now, Johnny Damon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Johnny Damon.
Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Springer. And that's the first out of the inning. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Felipe Ramirez earns his 3rd win of the We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Vladimir Guerrero is at the plate here, having already gone deep twice in this one. Maybe we'll see number 3 here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 6 runs, 10 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point.
That's a ball.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Here we go.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And that's off his leg on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the 2nd out at first. 6-3 the final score today. The Houston Astros took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Gio Gonzalez gets
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Chicago White Sox knocked out 12 hits as a team as they blasted the Astros 11-1. As of today, the Astros are in first place in the AL West, while the White Sox are leading the American League's Central Division. The A's launched 3 home runs as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 8-6. In the standings, the Indians sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division, and the Athletics sit in 2nd place in the American League West. James Paxton grabbed win number 9 this year as the Tigers got the win against the Rangers 3-2. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. As of right now, the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central, and the Rangers are in 3rd place in the AL West. The Los Angeles Dodgers earned the 3-game series sweep as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 7-6. They now have 6 straight victories. Entering the day's action, the Angels sit in 4th place in the American League West, and the Dodgers sit in 1st place in the National League West Division. The Mariners racked up 11 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Rockies 4-2. Heading into the day, the Mariners are in last place in the AL West, while the Rockies sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division. The Toronto Blue Jays held the opposition at bay.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting in the AL.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's.
We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Vladimir Guerrero may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Ready with the 1-0. And a fastball just a bit up.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
Following next is Nelson Cruz. He waits on deck. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Fouled away. Another full count offering on its way. Back up the middle, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Up next for the Astros,
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Here's Nelson Cruz now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a strike.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. Back to first. The 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
number 10, Evan
Riding in, Evan Longoria. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now his swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. The catch is made, and the A's have taken the finale here. They win the series 3-1 as the ball game is over. A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2. And a welcome to those of you just joining us today on MLB Network. You've come to us at the right time. The Houston Astros are trying to hold their 1-run lead here in the 9th, but that's very much hanging in the balance with the tying run in scoring position. Hit down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last breath for the Tigers. Now Andrus with a swing and a deep drive to left. Damon going back on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, if that relief performance were a car, it would have had some wobbly wheels on it. He gave up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save, getting that shaky car across the finish line after all.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Houston took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Detroit Tigers...
Welcome to Washington, D.C. for the 2018 Home Run Derby at Nationals Park. 8 hitters will battle head-to-head in a single elimination bracket. In each round, the contestants will be given 1 minute to hit as many home runs as possible. If a contestant hits 2 home runs 440 feet or further, they will earn an additional 30 seconds of bonus time. Whoever hits the most home runs will advance to the next round until one man is... Let's get right to it. It's time for the Home Run Derby. Now hitting, representing the Houston Astros, Daniel Murphy. There's home run number 1. Very long home run. 30 seconds left. That's gone into the bullpen. Out of here and into the second deck. That ends the round. He finishes with a total of 4 home runs. And he'll have to wait and see if that's enough. Up to the plate, the challenger, representing the Oakland A's. Please welcome a Hall of Famer and possessor of 714 career home runs, the Sultan of SWAT, Babe Ruth. That's his first home run. No time remaining. That will do it. He finishes with just 1 home run. That's not quite enough. He has been eliminated from the competition. Hitting first, representing the Boston Red Sox, number 30, Orlando Cepeda. A long home run. 30 seconds left. Another home run. There it is, his 3rd home run. Time's up, so that will do it. He finishes with 3 home runs. And you'll have to wait and see if that holds up. And now the challenger, representing the St. Louis Cardinals, number 8. There's home run number 1. A majestic home run. 30 seconds left. His 3rd consecutive home run. And that is going to be the one that does it. That ends the round. He finishes with a total of 4 home runs. And he has earned a trip to the semifinal matchup. Let's see what he can do. 30 seconds left. There's home run number 1. No time remaining. That will do it. He finishes with just 1 home run. And we'll have to hope that's enough to advance. And that one's gone into the second deck. 30 seconds left. Time's up. So that will do it. He finishes with just 1 home run. That means we have a tie, and we'll enter a 90-second tiebreaker round. Our first contestant here in the tiebreak from the San Francisco Giants. Please welcome a Hall of Famer with 548 career home runs, Michael Jack Schmidt. Seconds left. That's number 3. A very long home run. That's 3 in a row now. That ends the round. He finishes with 5 home runs. And he'll have to wait and see if that's enough. The 90-second tiebreaker has officially begun. No doubt about that one. Number 2. Another home run. 30 seconds left. His 3rd in a row. That's number 4 in a row. And that is gonna do it. Up first in his head-to-head matchup, representing the Houston Astros, the 2007 champion, number 27, Vladimir Guerrero. Seconds left. Yes, sir. That one is gone. A majestic home run. There it is, his 3rd home run. No time remaining. That will do it. He finishes with 3 home runs. And he'll have to wait and see if that holds up. Let's see what he can do. A very long home run. 30 seconds left. Time's up, so that will do it. He finishes with just 1 home run, and that won't be enough to advance. Unfortunately, he has been eliminated. Up first in his semifinal matchup, number 22, Daniel Murphy. That's his first home run. 30 seconds left. No doubt about that one. Number 3. That ends the round. He finishes with 3 home runs. And we'll have to hope that's enough to advance. The semifinal matchup is now underway. There's home run number 1. That one is gone. His 2nd home run. A majestic home run. That is going to be the one that does it. That ends the round. He finishes with a total of 4 home runs. And that puts him into the championship matchup. Up first in his semifinal matchup, number 27, Vladimir Guerrero. 30 seconds left. No time remaining. That will do it. He finishes with 2 home runs. And he'll have to wait and see if that's enough. The clock is running, and the round has begun. A long home run. That one is gone. He has earned bonus time. And that is gonna do it. That ends the round. He finishes with 3 home runs. And that'll put him into the championship round. Now batting, number 8. Gone. That's his first home run. 30 seconds left. A majestic home run. Another home run. Time's up. So that will do it. He finishes with 3 home runs. And he'll have to wait and see if that holds up. Let's start the clock. That one's out of here and into the second deck. A very long home run. It's gone. He has earned an additional bonus time. And that is going to clinch it.
Worldwide. Drop that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Home Run Derby champion, Jim Edmonds.
If you're just tuning into us this evening on MLB Network, you couldn't have chosen a better time. Daniel Murphy may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. 1-0 the count. Here it comes, 1-0 to Murphy. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Kipnis has it on to first, and that is a big out to start the 9th.
Now batting.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Jeff Bagwell, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. The 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside. 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Digging in now, Vladimir Guerrero. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He set and the pitch. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake.
And they'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over. This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Halo.
Inside the Show. Inside.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. The Houston Astros are looking to wrap this thing up, but with a one-run lead and the middle of the order due up, this thing is by no means over. First pitch on its way. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Skied into straightaway right. Guerrero is under it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Next for Seattle, Jackie Robinson. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And a swing and a chance for Longoria at third. Throw to first will be in time to get him, and the Astros have taken game one of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Houston Astros came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Nelson Cruz bats here with the game on the line in the ninth. Tying run stands in scoring position, so a base hit here could even things up. Trying to hold the lead, here's the delivery. Down the third baseline. Throw on to first to be in time to get him, and the Mariners come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.